Well, hey everybody. Welcome back. It's Psycholonials.
What a somber opening.
Yeah, I know, right? So, hi. If you are a fan of the CATV channel, you probably know that we have a bit of a history with Andrew Hussie's work. We played the first chapter of Hive Swap, and then we tried to do a live dub of practically the entire Homestuck comic, and we actually got pretty decently far. I think maybe we got a third of the way through the story. And it's kind of unlikely that we're going to be able to continue that. But this is a game that Andrew Hussie, the writer of Homestuck, has made since then. I think it came out either a couple of months to a year ago, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Do you know anything about this game, Jay?
Only what you just said.
Cool. That's about what I know about it. So let's find out about it.
I'm going to explain the chart.
Oh, chapter 1 of 9. An island sits off the eastern coast of the United States. It's a little over 10 miles wide and most of the year a little over 10,000 people deep. What?
People?
They call it a summer colony. When the weather gets warm, the number of people pushing down on the island swells to about 50,000. Okay, so it gets more popular and more people get here, I see. Already the dialogue's just like, what? The town here shares its name with the island. You live here. You're one of the residents pushing down on the place year-round. The steady residents don't contribute much weight, though. Off-season life is like a reprieve for the island, like lifting the load off the back of a perennial workhorse. Oh, and I see that you can see my cursor. Oh, maybe that's fine for this game. The summer crush is a different story. 100,000 feet at once give you the impression the seasonal colonists have all conspired to shove this charming New England rock right back into the ocean. But 2020 is different. You don't see it happening this year. Can't say you're heartbroken about it either. Your name is Jen.
There it is.
It's more like Jen than Zen. Okay, I'll call you Jen then. Well, Jen, that doesn't look great. Jen, I'm gonna go with Jen. But most people have been determined to mispronounce your name since elementary school. So at some point you decided to go by Z and it stuck. Suck it to your parents too, sorta, who endowed you with the romanization of a name which would either guarantee a lifetime of correcting people or interminably acquiescing to their wrongness. You like Z better anyway because it's yours, not theirs. It's roughly 3 p.m. and you have just woken up. That's, hey, relatable for me. Earlier than yesterday, so that's a plus. And with a bit of a hangover, but that's far from unusual. Your bedroom is a bit messy, but you don't notice anymore. It's a cozy little depression nest, and it serves its purpose well, which is to store the body of a depressed 23-year-old woman when she's not working. Whilst the decor manages to accurately reflect her personality and emotional landscape. Ordinarily, you'd reach for your smartphone before even getting out of bed, and whittle away the first hour of the day scrolling through the timelines of your various accounts. But for whatever reason, today feels a little different. You stand up to stretch your legs and have a look around to reacquaint yourself with the artifacts of your life, which have achieved invisibility through familiarity. You've had this exact arrangement of posters taped to your walls since you moved here. Before that, actually, these posters were on the wall of your dorm in college in this exact pattern. When the time came to make your desperate getaway from campus, you ripped it off your wall in one big taped-together mass, rolled it all up, and hit the road. Then, when you got here, you simply unrolled it and put it back up. Why mess with it? This particular hodgepodge of pop culture nonsense says as much about yourself as you'd ever care to say using a wall. Maybe it's a consequence of the media you consumed that made you feel this way, but you've always believed you can tell a lot about a person by studying the things they used to like. In fact, you might even go so far as to say that in this era, an individual's personality isn't much more than a composite of all the media they've ever consumed, and their favorite stuff in particular. I mean, I got that. That's why whenever you meet someone new, you kind of wish you could just look at their bedroom and take a quick tour of all their interests, sparing you a lot of laborious banter and wondering whether someone's worth your time. Again, it could be certain types of content you've consumed in the past which resulted in this philosophy, but you can't be sure. All you can do is refresh your memory on the various interests to reaffirm who you are to yourself, along with any imaginary voyeurs who have inexplicably decided to tune into your underwhelming morning ritual. That's your Metal Gear Solid poster. Can you do that? Is that legal?
Oh,
is this fine?
Legit? Sure.
I mean, Homestuck did a lot of this, but that's a webcomic. You have created a number of fan works for this series, and not a single one of them is suitable for children. Very few are suitable for most adults, actually. But never mind that. You think Kojima has an advanced understanding of war, which has eluded authors far more celebrated than he. You also think Kojima has an advanced understanding of horny gay men with enormous butts, which is an asset of far greater literacy value in your opinion. I understand. Oh, that's ICP. Okay. Insane Clown Posse, of course. You're way out of this by now, but you had a Juggalo phase in high school and the entirety of Homestuck. The reason for this decision was extraordinarily complex and layered, far over the head of anyone who would ever be inclined to wonder. If you even need to ask why, being down with the clown cannot be fully explained. You mainly keep this up as a reminder of your roots, a reminder of a philosophy toward family, which you prefer to more conventional definitions. I don't know who that is. You've had this up since 2017, which is before Post Malone went apeshit with all the face tattoos. Increasingly these days, he seems determined to look like hot garbage. And yet the uglier he gets, the more fond of him you grow. You will never forsake this kind-hearted goblin prince. He could tattoo a dick on his face and you'd probably weep tears of joy. It's like you said when you checked out the ICP poster. You like to keep reminders of your pop cultural roots. There was a long story you read when you were young. You almost never talk about it now, but this guy is here to remind you, whether you like it or not, it's a part of you now. The calendar marks the days for your shifts at a local restaurant where you work as a waitress. The page is set to February 2020, but this is wrong. The pandemic sent you into an unusually bleak depression spiral, so you haven't flipped the page in months. This is right. The date is April 20th, 2020. It's 420. It's 420. You guessed you labeled. It does say Blaze It. You guess you labeled a lot of these months in advance at the beginning of the year when you were in higher spirits. A week ago, it was a day relevant to your childhood interest, so you facetiously drew a little doodle to commemorate. 4/13 is the day that Homestuck started. And today, of course, is Weed Day. Not that you actually smoke weed, it's the weed number. Mostly on account of being too lazy to bother acquiring any. But that doesn't mean the annual milestone shouldn't be solemnly honored with the gravity of a religious holiday. As you stare at the calendar, you mostly just can't believe it's almost May already. Has it really been that long since you went to work? You guessed that must be right. Early March was the last day the restaurant was open, and you've been holed up here ever since without pay. Oh yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. You've gotten by borrowing rent money from your friend Abby, who has also been shut in since the outbreak began. Not seeing her in months, not seeing anyone really, has had a really negative effect on your mental health. Probably the biggest reason you've been waking up so late these days. There's a ton of computer equipment here lying dormant. It hasn't been powered up in years, actually. Really? Doing so would probably remind you of your college traumas. Sometimes you wonder if you ever will turn it on again. What do you do every day? That's probably for the best. Your hacking days are behind you. A lot of those old projects you were working on could have gotten you into some serious trouble. These days, it's all about cultivating your brand, although it hasn't been going that well. More to the point, you'd probably be the first to admit your online brand is fairly shitty. But one has to start somewhere. Rebuilding a social media presence after a series of psychologically devastating catastrophes doesn't happen overnight. On the floor is a printout of your manifesto. You wrote this a few years ago before your life melted down. It began as an ironic exercise, but the more you wrote, the less ironic it became. You completed it just before the series of calamitous events leading to the aforementioned meltdown. You doubt this is a total coincidence, since as Abby likes to point out, only crazy people write manifestos, which is more than a little hypocritical since she's been actively writing one herself. Still, hers is pretty light reading and revolves around her secret RPF shipping theories. I don't know what that is. Whereas the Jubilite Manifesto is an incendiary piece of left-wing literature that happens to revolve around unrepentant clownery. She's probably right to say it's for the best you never pick this up again. Your stroll down special interest lane has delayed the inevitable long enough. Time to get pulled into the vortex of your traditional wake-up scrolling binge. The timelines, the threads, the feeds, the comments, they won't brainlessly ogle themselves.
No!
Hi, Post. You pause to admire your lock screen. It's a more recent pic of your boy, Post. Complete with all of his most recent, utterly grotesque tattoos, the man is looking like fresh hell. Your heart palpitates, and you feel momentarily nauseous, but you regain your composure long enough to unlock your phone. Why is it your lock screen then? Your phone unlocks. There's your background. It's a gratuitously pornographic, oh my god, piece of fan art depicting two muscular homosexual soldiers caught in the throes of passion. You keep this one as your unlock screen so that prying eyes in public don't get a gander of material which some may find inappropriate. But as your wise-ass friend has pointed out, the Malone lock screen is arguably more indecent to flash in public. But enough dithering over your gallery of obscene mails, time to check your accounts. Most of your effort in attempting to build a brand has gone into your Instagram account. As a new influencer trying to get your footing, you've been tinkering with something in the e-girl genre. So far, you aren't doing anything too crazy. Your dietist impulses are what your TikTok is for. Z69 Clown Boner 420. This is great. She, they. Bad Postmaker, Nantucket, Massachusetts. Massachusetts? There's an island in Massachusetts? Oh, yeah, no, that's bordering
the coast.
That's bordering the coast. That's fair. Here, it's mostly a bunch of tame, silly shots of you posing around the island. The boys love it when you go to the beach for some reason. They're very basic. Your light following mostly attracts a bunch of simps, reply guys, and rude remarks to the comments section. You're ugly. We stand a queen. Fire. Serving looks like a goddess. Oh boy. Total shit. That one said Pickle Rick. God damn it. There's no sugarcoating it. Your TikTok is just plain weird, full of avant-garde shitposts of a humorous nature, usually performed in a completely deadpan manner, and with oblique intent to the average user of this platform. Sometimes you will knowingly post cringe. Always ironically though, which as far as you're concerned is dynamite content. Not many people understand it, though a handful of loyal simps in your follower list always seem to lap it up. Abby never misses an opportunity to reprimand you for your cringe posting. This is to be expected though, she's a pro after all, and even you know your cringe posts are indefensible. That's entirely the point. Twitter is bad, you hardly use this account. But you keep it on hand for the sake of continuing to receive abuse? You're not sure. The doxings and harassment have finally died down over the last year. Hussie, have you maybe had bad experiences? Nothing close to what they... Yeah, nothing close to what they were just after your meltdown. The persecution for your past crimes is barely at a trickle now, which is a double-edged sword. Sure, it's nice to get fewer death threats, but it's also a sign that no one really cares enough to bother, which is bad for the brand. Balls, fizz, Christ. It's been a few days since you posted any content. The fans are getting restless. Well, not really, but they are restless in your anxious imagination. You're just shy of 1,000 followers. Oh, hey, we just capped that like a month or so ago, something like that.
How you do?
You'll get there, kiddo. Maybe a new post will push it over the edge. Of course, you understand the crowd isn't that eager for more content. You know it's a common affliction among aspiring influencers, the need to keep pushing content out of fear their followers will get bored. As if they're a slobbering pack of wild dogs, insatiable beasts who must have more! But you're not an idiot, and you follow plenty of accounts too. And you know you could barely give a shit if even your favorite account stopped posting for a while. They can chill if they want. It simply would not affect your life. Your posting habits are more a matter of personal ethos. If you want to build a brand, the content must flow, and so you shall make it flow. But what to post? This, as always, is the burning question. You fire up TikTok because that's where the shitposts go, and God knows you don't have the energy for assembling a respectable e-girl fit, or fixing up your makeup. You try to think of more funny deadpan nonsense you can bullshit your way through while lying in bed. Well, not before fixing yourself up a little. Christ, you look like hell! You fix your hair up a bit. Nope, still bad. You know what? Fuck it. You're just going to use an absurd filter and crank the irony dial up all the way. Looking more and more like it's gonna be a cringe post Monday. You start babbling incoherently. You even turn the voice filter on to maximize the cringe factor. What are you even saying? You have no idea where this is going. You play it back and yikes, it's hard to even get through the whole thing. It's dealing massive amounts of psychic damage. Perfect, actually. This is what you were going for. Let the Sims grit their teeth through every second of this monstrosity, and thank you for it. Truth be told, this is the caliber of content they deserve. Yep, the reply guys are lining up to kiss your ass as usual. The usual suspects every time. A little entourage of loyal and lascivious hype men. It's sort of adorable and disgusting to you simultaneously. You just posted cringe. She don't miss. Cringe, baby. You just dropped a whole sack. True angel. Actually, maybe more disgusting than usual today. That feeling is creeping in. Disgust, not with the boys per se. It runs deeper than that. Your post fucking sucked, and you're on the verge of regretting it. Why is it always like this? Pushing out content. After hitting submit, equal odds that sense of loathing begins to settle in. Was the post a good idea? Could it have all been better? Should you just not have bothered at all? It makes you feel crazy, this media landscape. Above all, you think your disgust isn't so much about this specific post as it is with a general lack of direction and inspiration. What the fuck are you even trying to do? What are you about? You're too depressed to come up with answers today. But then, that seems to be true every day. You log off TikTok with dismay. Okay, I think I get the depression spiral now. So what's the story about? You're getting a DM on Discord. It's your friend Abby. Not surprising since she almost always hits you up after you post some content, usually with some friendly critique. Today is probably no different, and you have a feeling you already know what she's going to say. Okay, here we go, dialogue. Jay, would you like to read this with me?
Yes, but who
would you rather be Z, our main character, or Abby, our clown girl?
Clown girl.
That's what they said.
Abby.
Okay, go for it.
Shoot. So it's hard when all you see is text and you have no idea what they look like.
Yeah, well, as soon as the character starts appearing and doing stuff, I'm sure they'll be more obvious.
Yeah. Okay. Isn't it a bit early in the day to be sad posting cringe? You usually have the courage to wait until like, oh, I'm sound asleep and you're drunk off your ass.
Fuck off, I know it's cringe.
So this is what it comes to. Your brand as an ironic cringe poster is congealing before my eyes.
I guess. It's hard to come up with shit. With, like, ideas for shit.
Ain't that the truth?
What are you talking about? All you do is post vids of you looking hot and saying dumb shit.
Yeah!
That's a hell of a brand if you can make it work, which you obviously can. At least you know what you're about. I'm still trying to figure that out. Hasn't been going well lately.
That's easy. You are about looking hot and posting cringe, apparently.
Well, not fucking hot enough, not like you.
Nonsense. The sizzling bitch plastered all across my TL begs to differ. And the gentleman college you have attracted to your content, they seem none too displeased.
Christ.
Whoa, and what's this? Z! You crossed the 1,000 follower mark!
Yay! Z, good job!
Yay!
Still you.
Oh. See, you're being so down on yourself for nothing. You're well on your way to the big leagues.
The fuck? Is this patronizing shit? Besides, how am I even on your TL? You don't even fucking follow me. You're too embarrassed to remember. Oh, you're too embarrassed to, remember? Because it would hurt your brand if people could check your follow list and see my freak ass there with all my past baggage.
That's no fair. You know the game, Z.
How many of your fucking 3 million followers would you really lose if you followed me?
I do follow you. With an alt, you know this.
I mean on your main, Abby. What would it cost you realistically if I just showed up on that list? No fanfare, no shoutouts, or any bullshit like that. Just one friend following another because she's got her brag. You'd lose what, a few grand maybe? Even then, it'd just be a handful of snarling cunts if you don't need stinking up the joint anyway. I might not do that again if she says it a second time.
It's not even about that. It's about keeping the discourse down. Come on. I mean, not to like a bitch, but I couldn't handle the shit you went through. You know damn well we both got the same kind of dirt on us, but like...
But what?
But you already fucked yourself up and I'm still keeping a lid on it all. Delicately. And if you thought it was rough for you, think about what it would be like for me at the level of my visibility.
Oh, I see how it fucking is. You're too famous, so you'd rather fall harder than I did. It's fine. I got thrown to the wolves because I'm a nobody, right?
No, I mean, like...
I had to go to the fucking hospital, Abby.
Okay, fuck, I'll follow you. Jesus, I was just messing with you. Why do you always turn it into such a serious thing?
IDK, lol. It's fine. It's fine, actually. Don't follow me. I know exactly why you don't. I'm just being shitty because I'm in a bad mood. You're right, of course. If it triggered discourse, I'd be the one to take most of the heat anyway. I just need to keep piecing my brand together the old-fashioned way.
Old-fashioned? Like horse and carrot shit?
Yes, Abby, that's exactly what I mean. Like how people used to cultivate their social media platforms when everybody owned horses.
What? Horses? What?
I was fucking joking. I mean, just figure out what I'm trying to do or say here, and let people who are into that come to me naturally. The type of people who wouldn't give a fuck about what my past is like. Too bad.
I know you were joking, but can we please just let it go unsaid for once, and we always both know when we're joking? We're always joking. We get that shit. We're not basic bitches.
Yeah, I know you know. My dry response to you was also a joke, idiot. Boy, this sounds like a great friendship so far.
Everything's great.
Everything's great. And can you cool it on the key smashing? I'm still fucking hangover, and it's the texting equivalent of listening to noisy traffic.
Chaotic disposition drama. Auto-corrected key mash exclamation. Oh, to take the edge off my poor enfeebled friend.
I wonder if Hussie kept in touch with Toby Fox during Undertale's huge success. I have to imagine it sounded like Toby had a pretty big hand in at least the music part. I think so. Oh.
I do that sometimes. It is one of my good goofs, as you know.
Whenever you do that, it's only funny to you. It's just confusing to everyone else.
Nope, it is objectively hilarious to all involved.
Has anyone ever not been confused when you do it?
As if I even ever talked to anyone much but you.
At least maybe we can agree the notion of chaotic juxtaposition dharma sounds pretty cool, whatever it even fucking means.
Fuck yeah.
It's why I thought you might be bringing up a worthwhile topic rather than continuing to destroy my morning with your useless brain garbage.
Lamau morning. It's almost fucking 4, bitch.
Good point. I gotta get it going.
Okay. Any sign of you going back to work yet?
Nah, thinking that job is toast for good.
Shit, why?
Pandemic, girl! For a while, I was hearing stuff from the owner about reopening the restaurant and getting ready for the summer, but I haven't heard from her in weeks. I think she might have given up on the whole idea there will even be a tourist season and just left the fucking island. Or maybe she just got the Rona and died. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Fuck!
It's fine, I don't really care. You should care about that.
Okay, but what about rent? You need me to send more money?
No, I'm alright. I think I just won't pay rent this time. I don't even give a fuck anymore. I just feel bad for these girls. What's this idiot going to do? Evict me? Good luck with that, bro.
Incredible attitude. I love you.
Okay, gonna eat some shit right now because I feel bad. I just feel really bad for them. You head to the kitchen, which isn't in much better shape than your bedroom. You pause to consider that the only reason it isn't quite as disastrous is because you spend so little time in here. You make occasional trips to peruse your scant supply of food or your copious supply of alcohol. Then, more often than not, it's right back to bed. This fridge is a total wasteland. It's hard to get out for grocery shopping. Sheltering in place has warped your lifestyle beyond recognition. Much easier to order shit, but money has been running low and hitting Abby up for cash gets old. There's a pot of Kraft macaroni you think you made, 5 days ago? It looks like absolute shit, but it'll have to do. You heat it up on the stove for a couple minutes, then bring it to the kitchen table for consumption directly out of the pot. You make a mental note that this depression meal life hack could make for some decent ironic TikTok content. No, it needs some work. Oh my god. Andrew Hussie, are you okay? First, you would heat up the week-old macaroni. Then, to save time, you transport the pot outside and put the entire thing directly in a garbage can. I think Homestuck was a few degrees more positive than this.
But then you take ketchup and you dump it into the garbage can.
Then, to save even more time, you curl up in a nearby bush and patiently wait to pass away. Yeah, that sounds better. Not today, though, because you already shot your TikTok shot. You could do more if you want. But on second thought, that idea barely even counts as a joke. Realistically, this meal belongs nowhere except a dumpster. The macaroni is practically inedible. You force a few more mouthfuls just for the sake of preventing some of your internal organs from shutting down due to malnutrition and put it aside.
I don't know that's going to help you with any malnutrition.
Probably not. What's next? Oh yeah, might as well get an early start. This bottle of whiskey is already open anyway. That's because it's the same bottle you opened yesterday. Now that breakfast is over, it's time for phase 2 of the day to kick into gear. Keeping yourself alive is hard work. Making such a healthy breakfast every morning is really taxing, and it takes a lot out of you. A couple spoons, as the emotionally brittle millennials like to call them, right down the drain, just like that. When you're low on spoons, the only thing for it is to recharge with another session of mindless scrolling on your phone. But do you enjoy it? Hell no! But spoons don't grow on trees, and the invisible spoonometer, which probably floats over your head, seems to respond favorably to the practice. Scrolling. Oh, music and gaming adventures. Thanks so much. Some drama brewing over here, some discourse ramping up over there. Fuck these people. Absolutely fuck every single one of them and all the infantile shit they argue over. Trump did what now? Who fucking cares? Democracy is over. Moving on. Wait, what's this? Another senile rapist is challenging him for the presidency? Be still your beating heart. Glug glug.
Oh, that raid was well timed. Welcome, guys.
Hi, welcome to the stream.
We're trying out a new game today.
Yeah, Andrew Hussie made this, the guy who made Homestuck. Your attention turns to the comments your posts have been racking up. Even on old posts, there are always a few new replies to check out for a laugh. Oh boy. Who's this bitch talking shit in your mentions? Oh no, a chill runs down your spine. This was one of the nightmare people who helped cancel you a few years ago. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Do any of you discussing psychopaths even know who this bitch is? Do you know what she did? I'm going to assume that if you're willing to follow her, it's only on account of ignorance, but if you continue to follow her after you see all the receipts, oh boy. Oh dear. Oh, something very bad happened. You thought she got bored of you, but it looks like she's at it again. She's working hard to dredge up your problematic past to make sure anyone who didn't realize you did that stuff stays well informed. What a service she's doing for the public.
Wow.
You simply block the vile harpy and continue scrolling. Why didn't you do that sooner? People like her tend to be hit and run trolls. Sure, it's still somewhat triggering to see them rear their heads now and then, but it's pretty rare these days. That's good. The followers with the real staying power, of course, are the reply guys. The merry little band of lonely boys who flutter near your flame. I mean, they're going through the same pandemic. Maybe they're also kind of sad and lonely, you know? Maybe. A modest simp farm, as you've come to regard it. God bless them. That's the American dream, right? To own a nice little farm. You can herd anything on your quaint little plot of land. A humble patch of dirt the founding fathers died to bequeath you. They died for your right to harvest simps. Maybe they weren't half bad. Well, no, they were. You're just an enterprising woman making the best of a series of ill-intended imperialist blunders which took place several centuries ago. You guess that's all anyone's doing, really. These boys, though, they aren't genocidal frauds who stain the history books of your public education. They're mostly just a bunch of harmless randy fools. You're almost fond of them against your better judgment. You wonder how many members of this little flock happen to live here on this island. Probably nobody, since you have so few followers. You guess some of Abby's followers might live here, though. Actually, it's more than likely, since Abby lives here too, she's probably got a few simps who are thrilled to be living on the same small island with such a sexy and popular influencer. Could the same basic principle apply to you on a smaller scale? Someone following you just because he happened to notice you're local? Not out of the question. You linger on the idea. The 1,000 people who follow you. They like you, right? Ostensibly, this is why people follow each other. The hate which has chased you around has obscured this truth. But it seems likely that this is how normal people operate. That's kind of incredible for you to dwell on, that these people actually like you. Feels like a miracle that anyone would. You're certain that this list overwhelmingly consists of Chichette males. You wonder how many of them are attractive. You can't possibly be more than a precious handful. You try to imagine these kings, these magnificent jewels in the rough. They would bother following you, a complete loser and shithead with a bad attitude and even worse content, while they have the audacity to be good looking and probably sensitive and misunderstood. You realize you're getting drunk enough to wonder if it's a good idea to reach out to your followers through a story post to see if anyone's nearby. Actually, that is not true. You don't wonder if it's a good idea. You're perfectly aware that it is not. What you mean is, you're getting drunk enough to know it's a bad idea, but do it anyway! Why waste another second bullshitting yourself about it? You know you're going to end up caving to yourself in the mental debate, so you cut to the chase and just do it. You prepare a cunning thirst trap and post it to your story. If any of my followers live on this piece of shit island, hit me up. You check your DMs, and within minutes, you collect about a dozen messages, all from the usual simpy suspects. Guys you were expecting a reply from, no matter where they live. Really predictable shit going on here. Something about this dude's face and demeanor pisses you off for reasons you can't put your finger on, so you block him. Most of these replies are completely useless. I'm in Brazil, but visiting as soon as I can. Oh, that is weird. Hang on, this guy here says he's from Brookline, Massachusetts. That's not far off, actually. There's something to work with here. Much depends on how invested this guy is. Maybe you could rope him into coming to the island soon? Ferry schedules vary throughout the year, but there's practically always one departing from Hyannis, which is probably about an hour's drive from Brookline. Maybe he could even make the trip today if his desperation level is high enough. But then it all depends on whether he's worth bothering with, isn't it? Wait, it all depends. Oh, it all depends, doesn't it? I see. It's quite a puzzle, thinking about the factors in play. If he's hot enough, his desperation index could be very low. It might be like pulling teeth, getting him down here, which would kill the impulsive allure of this dumb shit stunt. But if he's a ghoul, you could probably get him to swim here. But then, if that's the case, why would you go to such lengths to debase yourself like this? Why indeed? It's an internally rhetorical question. Of course you would. Your thoughts turn again to your idol. Dear sweet post, a complete swamp goblin of a man, and yet if he were in your kitchen right now, you have no doubt you'd ravage the poor fellow. He would probably be afraid of you. It would be better if he were afraid of you. Oh boy. Your secret wish is that one day you hope to strike sexual intimidation into the heart of an American singer-songwriter, rapper, record producer, and actor, known for his introspective songwriting and laconic vocal style. Not that you would ever make such controversial remarks out loud. Not again, anyway. Not if you hope to have a brand someday. Fuck it, you say. You only get to ruin your life once, or sometimes many times in rapid succession. But if that's the case, you like to think of it all as one long grand act of ruination. And if you're really committed to daisy-chaining a series of life-hobbling mistakes together, you might as well make it count. Brookline's not that far. You want to be Percy?
Yeah.
Just a drive and then a ferry.
Yeah, I ain't never been there before.
Okay, don't really care. Kate, care. OMG, stop fucking typing, Percy, clown. God, law. Over there writing a goddamn graduate thesis like a complex, articulated response is going to mean fucking shit to me.
Okay.
Insane. Who do you think you are?
I don't know. Just a guy who likes your content.
My content is fucking trash and now you know it.
Not really, you look good.
Percy! Percy! Dumb name. Sounds like the name of a cuck.
I'm not really getting this. Do you really mean all these insults, or is this part of the, is this what you're into?
Jesus Christ, Percy, shut the fuck up. God, this is a train wreck. I still have no idea if this is a good idea or if you're wasting my fucking time.
All right, I'm going to choose not to take any of this personally, since you can't possibly know enough about me to form meaningfully negative opinions.
Damn, Percy's smart. Holy fucking shit, we go to lady killer over here. Percy, I'm flying through the panties. They just keep getting soaked due to your amorous repartee.
Wow.
Moron, could you just send me a pic already?
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Oh, he's just a normal dude. This selfie is corny as fuck. Fail bad.
Sorry.
Those ellipses you put before sorry are also corny. Don't get cute with me. Like, fuck, I'm not getting it. Do you think you're useful or whatever? Or charming? Like, you don't matter. You're little idiosyncrasies and quirks.
Idiosyncrasies?
Maybe that's what she means. Of personality do not matter. Take off your fucking shirt.
Yeah!
Lol. Bar. Oh, God. Lamau.
You are going to upset me. I get it now. You just like talking shit. It's your thing and that's cool. Go ahead and tell me how bad I look. I can take it.
No, cuck. I'm not fucking with you. Literally just made me laugh so hard I puked in my macaroni.
Okay, that's not true, but good one.
It is true and it's gross. You did! That dumb fuck face, your simp ass fuck boy Casanova face, oh my god. Dipshit, you're so dumb. I lol so much I barfed, also I drank too much.
Well, you definitely do seem drunk, but I still don't believe you, and I don't think you barfed.
I did.
I think you're saying that for commercial or comical effect. To own me, if you will.
To own me, if you will. I don't know what that is. You sug so bad, Percy. Perthy, little shirtless baby boy from Brookline, Percy. Simpy Peccary Nips. Mommy would be so proud of you and your cute little nippies. Check out this stupid. No!
You probably just Googled that.
Nope, look. Oh.
Okay, I believe you. Good one. You all right though?
No, man, this isn't happening.
What is it?
We aren't fucking bonding over my fucking macaroni puke like this isn't a moment we're having. We aren't becoming friends and you aren't going to fuck me. Bye, Percy. The shenanigan is complete, you suppose. It can be a rush to pull shit like this for reasons you couldn't really explain, but the rush is always short-lived. What soon fills the void it leaves behind is that unmistakable feeling of self-loathing and disgust. Can you throw away the macaroni, please? It's so gross. It's all a joke, isn't it? Your life, your brand. Come to think of it, you're not sure which of those two words is more deserving of derisive quotes. Maybe your quest to build a brand is childish. More... But vainglorious. Yeah. Oh, vainglorious. Got it. More vainglorious, clout-seeking, contributing to the loud and labored rasp of Western civilization's last dinosaurial gasp. Andrew Hussie trying to shove in the big words everywhere you can. Maybe you should just delete all your accounts. It's not the first time you've had this thought, but it will be the last. The last thought you have before you pass out, that is. Bonk. That might be for the best. Get some rest. Huh?
Yeah.
Let's have a save. Something
Good
happened.
progress. Good progress.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Purple. Did you just die?
I don't know. It's getting surreal.
Yeah, sure is. Hi. Oh god, is this a memory of what happened? Oh no.
I don't know. Maybe?
Okay, these fades could be a little quicker.
What do you mean?
It's Percy. You want to be that guy?
Oh, yes. Give me just a moment.
Okay.
Your work is unfinished.
The fuck does that mean? That was a hell of a dream. You haven't had one like that in years. Not since all that terrible stuff was happening in your life. And since your dad was sick and you were deliriously hammering away at your manifesto. Was that our dad that we saw with the bleedy eyes? So it's not surprising your dream included both. Okay, yeah. You hate dreaming about him. Always with the body horror shit. And then at the end, the strange man floating in space, the ephemeral muse himself. Could he really be back? Wait, what time is it? Oh god, it's dark. How long did you black out? Looks like Abby's already tried messaging you a couple times. Your head hurts, and your mouth still tastes like cheese-flavored barf. Oh, hey. It's you.
Oh, you look like fucking shit.
Thanks.
Everything okay?
I puked in a pot of macaroni and fell asleep for a few hours, and now it's dark. Really productive day all around. Oh yeah, I also have some vague recollection of tormenting a semi-local simp who slid into my DMs.
Yeah, little slid. I saw your thirst trap, fool. It seems unusually desperate even for your standards. Made me wary.
So you started pelting my unconscious body with chat invites. It's cool you're my mom now.
Well, somebody has to be. The hag who physically birthed you fucked right off.
The fucking off was mutual. Oh.
When was the last time she talked to you?
Not since the incident.
The incident?
Works fine for me. You can be my mom. You're hotter and have much more clout anyway.
True, true.
As if I could spare a single precious second of my day for ugly bitches.
Whereas ugly men are obviously a different story.
Obviously.
Is Post Malone still your lock screen?
Yeah!
You've got the shit all backwards. The nasty not fit for work art should be your lock screen, and the post should be the unlock. So much more embarrassing and obscene if anyone catches you in public with post on your phone.
So you've said. You're right, of course, but I don't give a shit. I love him. He's a sublime gargoyle, an exquisite heap of human garbage, the perfect affront to all my senses.
Oh, your taste is so bad! You're completely unfathomable! It's like you need a 0 or a 10 and that's it! Anything between, you're like contemptuously asexual.
Not inaccurate.
What about this simp you were toying with? How'd he look?
Average, a little below maybe. Real Uncanny Valley stuff, totally standard reply boy fare. He might have been nice though, I don't remember.
Lo, they're always nice. Doesn't mean shit.
I know.
Said he's local? You going anywhere with this or pulling the plug?
The latter, I'm sure.
Well, maybe you should modify your standards a bit and reel him in.
We're in fucking quarantine lockdown, Abby.
So, this thing is all kind of overblown.
Ooh, Abby, no.
Woo. We aren't supposed to, like, or go to concerts and shit and get sneezed on by huge groups of people or whatever. But I don't see the harm in just hanging out with a few people on an individual basis from time to time.
And by this, I assume you mean...
What, you think I haven't been keeping myself entertained? I still have people by over all the time.
Pretty dumb shit, Abs.
What, you surprised?
To hear you're still an atrocious... Oh, slut. Not at all, but your parents are supposed to be the ones reclaimed by the boomer remover, not you. You can't just die off before you take all their money. Please don't do that to me.
I'll be fine. I'll get a little cough and that's it. Big deal. Oh, wait. Maybe then I can infect them?
Oh, actually, now you're using your fucking brain for once.
Seriously, though? When's the last time you hooked up with anybody, Abby? No, I am Abby.
You're Abby.
I'm Abby. Look at me. I seem to remember you were very busy. Oh, what? Last summer?
I guess that was the last time. Haven't really been in the mood since then.
You kept updating me on the revolving door of weird dudes you were picking up from the restaurant. I missed that. Those stories were so good.
Yeah, it was a real circus in here for a while, but I don't need shit like that in my life at the moment.
Did your boss even know you were picking up from her gross male customers?
As far as I know, she never found out. Doesn't matter, she's dead now anyway.
What? Did you hear that from something or what?
No, it's just the reality I've chosen to believe in. Pretty sure I'm quitting that job even if she reappears. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Good move! I highly recommend not having a job and never planning to have one in the future, ever.
You're rich.
I'm also highly recommend being rich.
Working on it.
Not hard enough, apparently. You've got a straight shot to riches right here, bitch. Just marry into fortune. Won't even make you sign a prenup.
That's super generous, but no thanks. I want to make my millions the honest way, by helping you rip off your parents.
Yeah, but all that does is give me their money. Whereas that leaves you with the marriage certificate, huh?
Oh, that's easy. You'll just give it to me because you wanna.
I mean, yeah, probably. See, I'll miss that restaurant if you never go. Wait tables there again.
I won't.
It's where we met, remember?
Yup.
Why didn't you pick me up? Oh, that day, huh? Why'd you have to friend-zone me so hard? Fucking brutal.
Because you're ugly and I probably thought you looked smelly that day.
Bullshit! You dragged every sewer creature you waited on back to your place. And you have the audacity to call me a slut.
You are.
So are you!
I'm really not a slut per se, so much as a person with an especially punitive set of self-harming patterns.
Well, if you hate yourself so much, why not, self-harm a bit with me sometime?
Because I'm a filthy homophobe. This is a matter of public record, remember?
No, you're not.
Sure I am. I don't want to say these things out loud.
No, you don't.
Well, you're gay. I hate you.
I'm not even gay.
You're gay enough.
Don't arrest my bisexuality.
I'll erase whatever the fuck I want.
Wow, I like it.
If we ever actually slept together, I'd fucking annihilate your bisexuality. You become a permanent lesbian.
Whoa!
This is getting out of hand. This will never happen, Abby. I am deeply committed to being a problematically homophobic, heterosexual piece of shit who sometimes enjoys the company of ambiguously reptilian men. Besides, you're my mom, remember?
Oh, yeah!
Can't exactly fuck my mom now, can I? I'm deep enough into cancellation purgatory as it is.
Yeah, I would never do that to you. As my daughter, you are my responsibility. Hey, seeing as we are now clearly no longer care about quarantine, so that I can catch the disease ASAP and kill my parents.
I'm starting to like Abby more than Z, I think.
What? Why don't you come over tonight? I can cook you something. Oh, probably something better than the macaroni barf.
I don't know.
Come on, my place is huge and expensive and extremely empty. Does that sound better than wallowing in your nasty little depression cave?
It does. You should go, Z, I guess.
Or you could swap some content by the beach or snap some content by the beach tomorrow. You know how the Sims always love the beach shit.
Yeah, but I don't think I'll be putting out content like that anymore. I'm thinking of revamping the whole brand.
Oh?
Yeah, I just had this crazy fucking dream. It was so wild. I think my subconscious was trying to tell me something important. I don't know if it's a good idea, technically, but I think I'm obligated to do it now. The shit was too powerful to just write off.
Do what?
Remember my manifesto?
Oh god, that thing?
Yeah, I know. It's all pretty out there, but I think there's something to work with there.
Well, if it gets you to come over here and helps you pull yourself together, then I'm all about it. I'll support you no matter what, as your mom.
What a pal. Mom.
Mom!
Pal mom. Oh, the true test of friendship is if you can humor each other's manifestos.
Well, you humor mine, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm all fucking about the truth of Jim Cook's secret romance?
Oh no, Jim Cook actually, but yes, thank you for your critical support.
I will say your place is the fucking bomb. Do you think your parents will vacation there again this summer? Or are they Rona spooked like everyone else?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they hunkered down at the family compound all summer. Good riddance if so.
Still amazes me they're okay with you just squatting in their $10 million vacation home like permanently.
The fuck they even gonna do about it? I have the key, and I'm a grown woman who does what she pleases.
Arguing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Bet they must feel like they're getting a great return on that Harvard biz degree they bought you.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm doing some numbers, motherfuckers. My brand is popping.
Something tells me they're unimpressed by your meteorically accumulated clout.
Yeah, they take a huge boomer shuttle over at any chance they get. I really wonder what they, wanted? What they were picturing? I'd leave school and slide into an Amazon VP spot or some shit?
They probably could have made something like that happen if you were so inclined.
I mean, maybe, but what the fuck do they think a business is? I'm doing business here. My people are like my brand. This is how you make shit happen. Like, I can build on this to do whatever. Like, later, I don't even need my fucking degree.
At least you finished it. So, does she have, fangs going on? Or is this just, an interesting angle of her teeth?
I'm a hillbilly.
Okay. Which mainly served
I'm sad about it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Abby. I didn't mean to bring attention to it. Which mainly served their purpose of staving off their massive disappointment in you. Instead, they're only mildly disappointed.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all that.
It's alright. I ended up saving a lot of money by psychologically imploding halfway through. MIT is actually super expensive if you weren't aware.
Oh, yeah, one time my parents looked into buying it.
I mean, I meant tuition, you buffoon.
I know, God, Z. Remember we promised to always know when we were joking?
Oh yeah, anyway, it's not like they had the kind of money your parents did to throw in an expensive education. They had to work hard for that, as they reminded me often. I'll be an eternal failure to them, which means they're failures too. Oh well, the problem half solved itself, so who really gives a fuck?
Huh?
I strongly recommend having at least one dead parent. Oh.
Oh.
2 is ideal, but what can you do?
Aside from contemplating casual biological warfare?
Yeah, my mom would never succumb to the Rona, though. Not her style.
Still so funny to me that you planned to get away from all that life drama, or was to come here of all places. Oh, melodramatically, like, fuck this life, I'm running away to an island. Which makes you think like a remote island in the Pacific or something.
Yeah, I mean, that was the plan. At one point, I was looking at Guam. Then I settled on Fiji as the ideal getaway place, but that didn't really pan out.
Fiji sounds nice.
Yeah, Fiji's the fucking shit.
But then you just hopped on a ferry to the nearest island possible.
It was cheap. Poor, remember?
Oh. You think she still keeps up with you? Like spies in your accounts?
I'm sure Mom has no idea they even exist. It was almost a moot point, though. Before my insane dream, I was thinking about just deleting them all.
What?
I just get that way sometimes. Aside from my crazy ideas, which should probably never see the light of day, I'm actually just so fucking boring.
No, you're so funny. You are such an untapped resource. It's a crime you've been going to waste. I know you've been through some shit, but there's always a way to rebound from that.
Yeah, but I still agonize stupidly and wonder if I should just question the source of this torment. The internet is fucking insane. It just sits there as a bedeviling temptation. This massive, ominously humming wall of satanic potential just beckoning you constantly. And if you aren't using it in some way to make something of yourself or elevate your identity somehow, it makes you feel like you're wasting a huge opportunity or something, or even wasting your life. It's like you were just saying, like, I'm so funny, and therefore it's a waste if I just fucking log off. But a waste of what? The system makes me feel like I'm wasting a resource by withholding myself from the system. But what if the system is wasting me?
Damn.
So maybe I should listen to the sane voices in my head instead of the insane ones. Like, forget that weird dream, just delete all this shit and try to get my life together in a more normal way.
That's all totally fair, I hear you. But even if you wanted to go full normie, it's not like society's even functioning normally now anyway.
God damn it. Yeah, you're right.
Not trying to invalidate you here, just saying like, wait, hang on. Before you decide anything, I want to show you something.
Oh shit, you just followed me on Maine?
Yeah?
You sure you're ready to take that kind of heat?
I did it just after we talked. I felt like a fucking tool, but no one even noticed yet, lol. Maybe it'll never even come up.
Yeah, you're a paranoid bitch, so am I maybe. Probably been overthinking this.
Also, I decided something else. If you really want to decide to relaunch your brand, even if it's just a bunch of crazy shit, I'll give you some shoutouts. I don't care. People think it's weird. That's what friends do. They support each other.
Ow.
Don't worry, though. Figured it all out. All out now, though. Just come over. I'm bored and I miss you, and I need you to eat something real for a change.
Alright, I'll head over.
Yay! But do not drive drunk. Get a lift or something, or I can just come pick you up.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm fine. The nap sobered me up.
Promise?
Yeah. Okay, heading out. You killed this video, chat. It leaves a loud silence behind because the music stopped. Maybe it's the sound of the ominously humming well of satanic potential you just described to your friend. A sound you can hear all the time, but only now are paying close attention to. Everything you said to her was true, of course. You believe it with every fiber of your being. The internet is evil. You have always known this, and the louder the silence gets, the more you begin to wonder if it's the only thing you've ever truly believed with any real passion. Aside from all this, of course. Alright, maybe you aren't as sober as you led Abby to believe. Still, you should be good to don't like it.
No.
You grab your manifesto. You'll need to spend a few days brushing up on the material if you're serious about this, which you're still not sure if you are yet, but it won't hurt to bring it along and start reading. As you exit your apartment, you can't shake the feeling that everything is about to change. Oh dear. Maybe it's the fact that you haven't been out in a long time, but leaving your depression nest tonight carries the uncanny feeling of stepping into the unknown. You're glad you took this your manifesto, if only because leaving empty-handed would make you feel vulnerable. As it stands, you suppose this is the closest thing to a weapon you've ever had.
This can only go well.
Does she live
Oh, there's
here?
still a road there. I thought they were going through houses.
Huh.
Like they just kept driving straight.
Some high-quality animation.
Yeah. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Oh, are you serious? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh, okay. Oh no. No.
What? It's just my manuscript. Oh.
It's just a book. Are you serious?
No.
Wow, things got really crazy. Holy shit!
Hopefully we're still dreaming.
Oh, okay, we're shooting someone. We're shooting a police officer. Like a lot. What the fuck?
At 4:20 p.m.
The music got really loud in the scene.
Yes. Oh no.
Jay, can you still hear me?
Yes, I think so. Not knowing where the scene is going.
This is chapter 1.
This is chapter 1.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, but where is this going?
I have no idea. Hang on. We need the volume mixer. I need the volume mixer. Okay, that's the chapter 1.
All right.
Psycholonials, I told you to keep the music turned down, and then you said no.
We're about to get dramatic.
Oh, I see. The music is yeah, okay.
Huh, interlude. Sure. Okay. Are we gonna play as Abby now?
Uh-huh. So you just killed a cop and dumped his car in the ocean. Nice going, genius. The cold hand of justice will close around your throat soon enough. Whatever it is that justice even means these days. Maybe justice is just whatever happens whenever people with power manage to punish whoever was trying to fight back a little for once. Maybe that's why you need a little more power of your own. Enough power to claim justice is what's happening when you're the one settling the score. Or maybe what you need is even simpler than that. Maybe what you need is the power of choice. So what will you do, Jen? You're a fugitive now, and it seems only 2 choices are available. You can turn yourself in, or you can run. Run like the wind and hide. Find Abby, dry yourself off, bury yourself in your work and figure it all out later. Which will it be? Oh, I got a choice. I have an option.
Oh.
Let's save. Just to see what happens. You know what? Let's surrender. Lol, sorry, I should have mentioned. The ability to make meaningful choices in this story can only be unlocked by a true successor. Unfortunately, that's not you. Not quite yet, at least. Don't worry, though. I'll check in again later once you've made a little more headway with this mess you've gotten yourself into. Until then, do whatever comes naturally, I guess. I'm sure it'll all work out, Lamau.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, we're still Z. Or we're not?
Yeah, it's probably her. You stand soaked and freezing alone in the steamboat wharf at night. You just checked Uber, and no drivers are currently available, which you could have guessed might be the case at this hour during a pandemic. Maybe you didn't fully think this plan through. No, you shouldn't second guess what you did just because of some momentary sogginess. You review the facts. A nasty cop fired a bullet at an unarmed drunk girl who just crashed into a tree. The bullet missed, but traveled directly through her painstakingly written manifesto, which really might as well have been like taking a bullet straight through the heart. What sort of author would you be if you didn't feel this way? So you did what had to be done. You checked the dead cop for a body camera, but he didn't appear to be wearing one. You're not sure if the sleepy NPD even uses those. Well, you thought you were sleepy at least. You guess all police forces in quiet summer colonies seem sleepy until the bullets start flying towards drunk girls armed to the teeth with manifestos. But the squad car surely had a dashboard camera, so you had to do something. What were you going to do? Shoot the gas tank and blow up the car? That probably only works in movies. And the water is right there. You're completely surrounded by this stuff, actually. Now the only evidence linking you to the scene is your wrecked car, registered to your name in the immediate vicinity of a dead cop without a squad car. Oof, oh dear, yeah. Okay, that sounds pretty incriminating when you put it that way. You'll have to think about how to handle that, but more importantly, you really need to get out of there. You check Uber one more time. Now it says that there's a ride available 6 minutes away. That's a relief. It'll give you some time to improvise an alibi. You dial 911 and think about what you're going to say before hitting the dial button. The dispatcher picks up and asks about your emergency. You try to sound calm because it's not a real emergency, not when it comes to the role you're playing right now. You're still cozy and warm in your apartment, you just don't know where your car is. Hey, I don't know if this is a real emergency, I just didn't know where else to call. I'm pretty sure my car was stolen today. Actually, that's a good lie. The dispatcher goes through the motions, asking for your name and other relevant information. No reason to hold anything back. You want them to know who you are, so they can rule you out when they find the body and the wreck. Then you continue weaving your improvised story. Yeah, so I think it might have been my abusive ex-boyfriend. He's been snooping around lately and he has a spare set of keys. The fucker never gave them back to me. The dispatcher asks about him. Damn, you didn't think this far ahead. You continue spinning. Oh, his name? Sorry, I don't know if... I'm pretty scared of him. Not sure if I want to be on record ratting him out. Don't you have like some witness protection shit I can do? The dispatcher explains that isn't really how that works, but they can send an officer over in the morning so you can file a police report. Oh wow, no, I don't think you really need to end this call soon before the wheels completely fall off this attempted alibi. Hey, can I text photos to you to 911 or the police? How do I do that? The dispatcher provides you with a number to text and you hang up. Your mind races for the right play. You panic and send the most recent photo which comes to mind.
Oh,
That probably was not the best idea. Maybe you should have just hung up after you saying you were scared to give his name, but you just had to go further with the bullshit. Witness protection program? What the hell was that? Oh well, it's done. It's a small wrinkle in your alibi, but you think you've easily done enough to leave the police feeling confused about what happened overnight. Your Uber's here. Not a moment too soon. You're freezing and exhausted. Somehow, role-playing on the phone with a first responder has been more psychologically draining than exchanging gunfire with the one.
Huh. Uh-huh. Whoa, I can't believe you actually came! I've just been watching my phone all night waiting for you to tell me you can't come after all. Get in here, there's plenty to eat, I mean. Gee, are you okay? Why are you so wet? You look soaked!
Yeah, I fell in a puddle on the way over. Well, you were right, I was too drunk to drive, so I just took an Uber. It's hard to find a ride this time of night.
Oh, yeah, I bet. So, you fell in a puddle and got soaked head to toe?
It was a big fucking puddle.
Jesus. Why don't you go clean up? You can grab anything from my room and to change into, or something dry.
Yeah, dry sounds good.
Okay, I'll be right here. I'll eat you some dinner when you get back. Oh God, you poor thing. You've had a rough day, haven't you? Don't worry, you made the right call coming over. I will take care of you.
Thanks, Mom. Yeah, okay, the bullet hole is gonna need explaining. You can't bring yourself to tell her yet. Tonight was too much. You just need an evening to unwind without making Abby freak out about your cop murder. Yeah, great. You're sure you'll get around to telling her later if you can think of the right way to break it to her. She's been too good a friend to saddle her with a disastrous karma. You can't seem to avoid stockpiling. Jay, would a quick break be all right? I think I need to go blow my nose.
No, yeah, sounds good. I gotta process all this.
Yeah, this has been a lot. Be back in a second, chat.
Yeah.
Told you it'd be a quick one. We're back. Yep, can't seem to avoid stockpiling. Or perhaps you aren't stockpiling karma so much as dharma. Or maybe it's some chaotic juxtaposition of the two concepts. Maybe you've been key smashing your whole way through life, and only now is your soul reaping the autocorrected consequences of this haphazard process. Gotta ditch this. You stash it in one of the bottom drawers underneath some junk. Should probably never look here. You guess you could have tossed the gun too. Sent it to a watery grave along with the squad car.
Yeah.
but now you're technically a fugitive. You trust the future even less than you did at the start of the day. There's no guarantee you won't need this again later.
It is wet.
That's true. You didn't ask for this shit. Yeah, you guess you shouldn't have been driving drunk, but why should that mean you're suddenly dodging bullets from one of MPD's finest? Whatever, the pig is dead, but you know the matter isn't done with you by a long shot. It'll keep haunting you unless you start fighting back. This was the gift that departed officer gave you tonight. An albatross that'll hang around your neck for the rest of your life, but you suddenly decide not to see it that way. The true gift he gave you was resolve. You're so pissed about it, now you know you're on the right track. Your ambivalence about rebooting your brand is completely gone now. In its place is the same rage and disgust that led you to write your manifesto in the first place. Rage and disgust for injustice, for the systemic evils of this nation, for the weakness in compliance which quells the righteous outrage of its citizens. And now, several years after its completion, there's even more to be mad about. Persecution from the miserable wretches online who canceled you. The ensuing mental breakdown which caused your life to spiral until you ended up on this island. And now, on top of all that, an almost certain shitstorm brewing from law enforcement once they start piecing together what happened that night. Well, they can do their worst. All the dirtbags out there can have at you soon enough, because you won't be hiding for much longer. Your brand is about to get a very serious facelift, and once you step into the spotlight again, from now on, people are going to find it a lot harder to ignore what you have to say. You and Abby have a lot of work to do tomorrow. The next day. Horse!
Gonna go great.
Oh, Jay, would you like to voice Abby's narration?
You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Your name is Abby. It's pronounced exactly as it's spelled, so that's made life pretty easy for you, which is completely opposite than
I
Jen.
think that's the point.
Yeah. Another thing that's made life easy is the fact that your parents are rich. Rich doesn't really do it justice, though. Most people go on vacation on this island for the summer are rich. Relative to the average American citizen, your parents are billionaires. And not the kind that barely qualify. 1 billion has 10 digits, but they didn't seem content to stop at 10. And society was way more happy than to oblige. They own the house you live in, which represents a minuscule rounding error in the grand scheme of their total net worth. Easy to forget about most of the year, and they probably would if you didn't live here year-round. Growing up, your former memories of this place strictly are as a summer home. But after college, you decided to move in here more permanently. Mostly because it kept them out of your hair. It's not the most convenient place to visit, so they never bother until the summer rolls around. And this year, it's looking more and more like the summer, as you once understood it, never will. It's roughly 9 a.m. and you have just woken up. Later that day, but that's okay. You were up late last night tending to your beleaguered friend, and even popular influencers need to sleep in sometimes. Your bedroom is tidy and you always notice if it isn't. You make sure to keep it that way to reflect well on your brand whenever this room is used as a backdrop for your content. Ordinarily, you'd reach for your smartphone first thing in the morning after an extensive routine of cooking breakfast, exercising, and feeding your beautiful horse. Horse? But right after all that, you go for your phone and check out the action surrounding your exceedingly well-trafficked accounts. But for whatever reason, today feels a little different. Instead, you decide to take in the environment. As a thoughtful influencer, you really can't spend too much time tweaking the appearance of the lifestyle you sell to the adoring public. Nothing is left to chance. Your posters are carefully chosen and arranged to broadcast the preferred aesthetic of your crowd, and that aesthetic turns out to be a simple composite of your interests. which, judging from this wall, appears to be the BTS, horses, and, well, that's about it. Your mind is a train that chugs along precisely two narrow rails. You'd almost be embarrassed about the single-mindedness of your enjoyments, but what can you say? You like what you like, and you make no excuses. Your fans are nothing if not supportive of those two obsessions. What is BTS?
I don't know.
Shit, I think it's them. Whatever they are.
Chat, what's BTS?
Is it like boys the same?
Maybe.
You get a little closer to hanging graphic depicting your favorite boys. Oh, it's hard to resist basking in their glow every now and then.
It's a Korean or Japanese pop group. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, big time Slush? Did you make that up? Oh, okay. It's K-pop. There you go.
Okay. BTS is an extremely popular K-pop group, and you are a very vocal member of ARMY, which is the fandom, what the fandom calls itself. BTS ARMY? Well, all right. You estimate you spend the majority of your waking hours contemplating those 7 extraordinarily beautiful boys. Your bio says you're bisexual, but you often like to joke in your posts that you like women as well as several men, and that's it. Haha. Those 7. You are also an avid Juggalos truther.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Which is to say, you strongly believe Jimin and Jungkook are secretly in love with each other. Shipping. But you don't consider this a theory, or even a particularly well-kept secret. The evidence is overwhelming, and those two refuse to concede to these stone-cold facts are blind, delusional charlatans. They must know.
If I ever give my viewers a catchy nickname, please shoot me. Oh, so you don't want us to call you Lovelies or anything like that?
Call them Cluies. Or like paw prints, little clues in the ground.
Yeah.
You've even written a manifesto on the subject, which, as you've told Z before, is something only crazy people do. But you are the one exception to that rule. Since it comes to the subject, you aren't crazy after all. Your eyes are wide open. And
Horse.
anyone with wide eyes is sane.
Horse.
Your wide open eyes wander to another poster featuring a number of majestic stallions. The last time there was horses on a wall, I was horrified. And I was just taken back to that moment.
That's
if you
fair.
homestuck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there to say on the matter? You just plain fucking love horses, enough said? Yeah, you think so. Horses kick ass, the end.
Andrew Hussie, just get a horse, dude.
You meander towards your desk. Mostly cosmetic and hair supplies live here, plus some other silly stuff to keep things fun whenever you stream content from the station. Little conversation pieces, things for your fans to notice and comment on. Nothing from any fandom you're particularly interested in per se, but you are mindful of the interests of your followers and you like to throw them a little bone here and there. But when you're not streaming or doing yourself up for shoots, this here is the main reason you find yourself at the desk. You primarily use this laptop to write your fics. Sounds a lot like fics. Lately, it's all RPF stories dedicated to exploring the alternate universe lives of your 7 favorite fanboys. Many of those fics are pretty racy. None of your fans have the slightest idea this is one of your hobbies. You keep a pretty tight lid on the habit, since it's frowned upon in many fandom circles, to say the least. And just shh.
Oh, RPF is real person fanfic. Yeah,
Oh.
that is frowned upon.
It makes sense. Okay, the truth is, you think you'd be crucified if it got out. But you're not much like Z, and don't throw caution to the wind as she has in the past. Your brand is a tight ship. Well, except when it comes to effusively sharing your sexual exploits to followers.
What?
In that sense, it's quite a loose ship. But when it comes to fiction, that's a whole different can of worms. And heads will understandably roll if the wrong types of online stories were to become associated with your name. There's your horse. His name is David Hasselhoof.
Of course.
Objectively the best name for a horse.
It's a great name.
Your parents got him for you as a high school graduation present when he was just a wobbly-legged little colt. That makes him almost 10 years old now. When you graduated from Harvard, the first thing you did was to make plans to transport David to the island where you could reunite with him and tend to him on your own in the summer home. He is by far your favorite family member. The very essence of quiet strength and loyalty. As for the silly name, it came with the horse. You had never heard of David Hasselhoff before you got him. You assume it was a pop culture reference that boomers would get worked up about. But the way you saw it, who were you to fault there for their pop references?
No, Abby, you're wrong about this one. It's a great name.
God knows you're prone to indulging in the references held dear by you and your peers, so you can't possibly begrudge your elders the same simple joy. Besides, you thought the name was cute. Hasselhoof. Your phone is buzzing. Who could this be? Oh, it's Z starting a video chat. Not out of the ordinary, but quite ridiculous in this context, considering she slept in your house last night.
Yo, what up?
Hey!
What am I wearing?
Hey, you're awake!
What am I wearing? Kinda.
Oh, whatever was comfortable. I guess that's like a pajama thing. Why don't you come downstairs? I'll make you something.
Check out this bitch who can't seem to stop feeding me. What did I even do to deserve this bed and breakfast shit? You do realize I suck, right?
You have been living a very unhealthy lifestyle. I just want to help you recuperate before you sink back into your den of despair.
I don't know if I'll be going back anytime soon. Your parents' huge bed is super comfy. I must say that I enjoy rolling around on its extravagant expanse, getting my skank all over it. Or my stank all over it. I feel like I'm marking my territory.
I'm glad you're amusing yourself in there.
I pissed in it, actually, to really get the job done.
No, you didn't.
Sure I did.
Please tell me you actually didn't pee in my parents' bed.
Well, no, not yet at least. I do have to pee kind of bad, though.
Oh my fucking god, will you just get out of the bed or just get out of there? Come on, we're in the same house. This is dumb. Let's hang out. Tell me about your big plans.
Oh yeah, that shit. I almost forgot why I made this harrowing journey to your manor.
Yes, I know. You risked life and limb to get here and fell into a huge puddle. I'm hanging up now. Come downstairs.
Whose dick do I have to suck to get a mimosa right here?
Mine?
Well, if I must, but if that's how it's gonna be, then your bed and breakfast is about to get a Yelp reviews for the ages.
Z, why don't you hold off on the booze for a while? It's even 10 a.m. yet. Here, I'll fix you some oranges. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, what? I thought this was a brunch. That's how you do brunch, right?
Yesterday you were so drunk, you were barfing in your macaroni and falling in the puddles.
Oh, yeah.
Just slow down. My parents have a wine cellar which you can feel free to raid tonight.
Wow, nice. The Yelp review just got a lot better. Good enough to bury the tawdry dick-sucking lead, at least.
So, speaking of the last night and falling in the puddles...
What about it?
Well, you were completely soaked last night. but I noticed that your manuscript was dry.
Yeah, so I lost my balance, and I could tell I was heading right for that puddle.
The huge puddle?
Yeah, and I didn't want my thing to get wet, because, like, printing out another one would just be a big fucking pain. So as I was falling, I used my quarterback arm and, like, launched it to safety. Then splash, down I go.
I see. Then why is there a hole in it?
Oh, that's a hell of a story.
It looks like a bullet hole.
Yeah, it is. I shot my own fucking manifesto.
Huh? You mean last night?
No. This was like years ago when I finished the thing. Remember my whole mental breakdown?
Oh, damn. I mean, yes, you told me the story, but I guess not all of it?
The day I finished that thing coincided almost exactly when it was all going down. Like when my dad died and I dropped out of school and then completely fell apart and said all that crazy shit online. I also finished my manifesto and guess I shot it due to going nuts.
Jesus.
Well, you're the one who tells me only crazy people write manifestos. Is it really that surprising that I pop a cap in my own magnum opus?
I guess not. I have to admit I feel kind of crazy maintaining my own manifesto, but I don't think I'd ever shoot it.
That just means you can't be all passionate about it.
Oh, excuse me, but that is bullshit. I mean every word of it and with all my heart. You should read it.
Abs, I'm not reading your sordid K-pop manifesto.
Oh, why not? I'm trying to understand your stuff and help you with it.
Because you don't need to sell me on anything. If you say that your boys Jim Kook and are fucking each other, then I'll believe you.
But there's so much to it.
Yeah, and I believe it. Just let those boys be in love, you know? Good for them. I don't need it proven through your painstaking academic rigors.
Okay, fair enough. Meanwhile, unlike yours, I am intellectually curious enough to delve into another woman's delirious manifesto.
Oh, you read it?
A few pages. That is, what little I could glean around the gaping bullet hole.
So what do you think?
It's unsurprisingly quite intense. I expect nothing less. It's also very,
What?
clown heavy.
Yeah, it's all about clowns.
Wasn't this all just inspired by your Juggalo phase?
I thought that you were the clown, but I was the clown. I misunderstood. Okay. I don't know about all that. There are a lot of inspirational forces that went into this. Mostly all this shit came to me in a series of increasingly psychotic dreams in the run-up to my mental breakdown.
That's pretty hardcore, and now you want to turn whatever this is into your brand.
Yup, I'm fully committed to it now, on a fucking mission.
Well, cool. I mean, I remember you talking about it before, but it was always on this vague context of some crazy thing you wrote. Not something you'd actually wanted to do something with. So if I'm going to help you out, maybe you can explain it to me a little more?
Mostly it's just a bunch of revolutionary rhetoric about how America and capitalism sucks and should be destroyed.
Naturally.
But the socialist rhetoric is repackaged to be like super clowny.
Well, who doesn't love a nice clown?
Fucking nobody.
So that's it. Lots of radical left-wing philosophy, plus like everyone gets to be a clown.
Everybody gets to be a clown. Basically, there's a lot more to it, but there's also tons of lore.
Lore?
Yeah, that's what my feverish dreams provided mostly. It's so much shit. I talk about where these ideas came from. The Juggalos originated on the planet Whimsife.
Whoa, a planet? So Juggalos are alien clowns?
Yeah, well they were. Their civilization died millions of years ago, and their founder has been communicating to me through dreams. Not literally, I mean. I know they're just dreams, but that's what the lore says. Whimsife. That's how it's pronounced. But with Whimsipae.
Whimsife. Well, cool. I didn't know it was this deep. I guess This was a whole creative writing project then? Not just like a crazy manifesto?
Oh no, it's still crazy as fuck. But yeah, it runs very deep. I think with my new brand, I'll just release the whole thing sequentially, like in little bits, a few pages at a time, like nothing that's ever come out in the past.
Okay, so where do we start?
Well, obviously the first thing I'm gonna need is a new clown sona.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, clowns are fun as shit. That's the whole point of them. Yeah, that's how that's pronounced. That's how I envision rebooting my brand. I just start the fuck over. Then I come out with my clown sona and I'm like, hey, this is me now. I'm a fucking clown. And I do a bunch of photo shoots and that's my starting content. Once I establish myself that way, then I start rolling out the serialized manifesto content. Then start pitching that to people and see if I can drag more enthusiastic new clowns into my tent.
Oh, this sounds great. I can help you come up with a clown sona. Maybe I can make one too.
Oh, I'd expect nothing less. You'd make such a lovely jubilite.
Wow, flattery will get you everywhere.
It better, bitch.
Well, how about after breakfast we can head up to my vanity mirror? We can give you a little glow up.
A clown up.
Hell yeah.
Later. Except, maybe later. Is later? Oh.
Where is this going?
I have no clue! What's going on? Alright, so tonight, chat, we played Ghost Runner and Psycholonials, and I guess it's up to you if you want to see more. You know, I have to. Psycholonials definitely is gonna leave an impression, I think. So yeah, if you guys are interested, just let us know. It is that part of the night though where we run away. We run away at this point. Jay, do you know?
Tonight was us going on a run and then being taken for a run.
Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be Lunar playing Portal. What's
Google
it called?
Translate.
Yeah. It's like Book of Mario, but it's stuck in Portal instead. It's gonna be great.
And it's fully voice acted with like a voice mod thing.
Which is why she's doing it alone, because we don't want to talk over it all.
Yeah. Let's let it live, let it breathe.
What kind of soup is this?
I don't even.
A-cab soup?
A-cab soup?
A-cab soup! Fuck yeah! Alright, everybody. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye!
Good night!